Hello everyone, happy Friday, say hello in chat.
Happy Friday. And there we go. Hey, welcome in everyone. My name is Brent. Welcome to Unchallenged Gaming. In today's video, we are level 59, going to be hitting hopefully level 60 today. We're going to get started. There's no specific game plan as far as where I'm going to be heading to. I am planning on turning a few quests, picking up some quests, and hopefully doing a little bit of questing. But if we can land any high-end dungeons such as a BRD Arena, Skullman, Stratham, or any of the other higher end dungeons, we'll more than likely be tagging along and healing or DPSing, and then hopefully be hitting level 60 and not perishing in today's video. So with that said, if you guys are brand new here, definitely go down below, give this video a big old thumbs up, would really appreciate it. If you guys are either brand new here or an existing, returning viewer, I really do appreciate you guys popping in. If you guys would, definitely drop a comment down below if you're watching this on the repeat. Otherwise, if you guys are hanging out in chat, say hello. Say hello. Okay, so in the last episode, we had stopped and ended our adventure on our flight up to Darnassus. So yeah, up in this area. Let's go ahead and post in chat. 59 priests looking for BRD, Arena, etc. Okay, there we go. Got it posted. We'll take a look at the guild as well to see. There's 43 people online right now. I don't see anybody in any sort of... Oh, there's a couple people in BRD. They must be doing maybe like a pub group or something, because there's 3 of them over there. Okay, so we're in Darnassus right now. We're going to be heading into this place here. We had that quest in Winterspring to pick up those Moontouch Wildkin. We're going to go ahead and burn this quest in, the Moontouch Wildkin quest with the feathers. And we're going to go ahead and pick up the quest called Find Ran Shala, because we are going to be heading back to Winterspring if we're not able to find a group. Okay, now we should... We're not level 58 or 60, so we don't need to train anything in Darnassus. Taking a quick peek, I don't see anything over there. Let's see. The New Frontier is a quest for the Alliance that starts in different places, but it ends up going to the Narian End Cave in Darnassus. Huh. Because I do see this quest right here called the New Frontier, but I think we're okay. Okay, so during an off-stream shoot, I did go ahead and complete the Sunken Temple. I did record the process here just in case anything happened. But I'm gonna go ahead and we are heading to Fellwood first. But before I head to Fellwood, I'm actually gonna head to Ashera, so this is kind of like out of the norm right now. We're gonna be heading to Ashera. I'm gonna be turning in my priest quest that I completed in Sunken Temple. There are a few items. There is the Blessed Prayer Beads, adds 120 to healing for 190 to healing for 20 seconds. There is the WoW WoW stave. This is actually a pretty nice upgrade in terms of raw damage. It does have that 3 stamina, and it also has shadow spells and effects by 11. So if I were to go shadow, this would be a nice little wand to have. And then the Circle of Hope, it's a completely kind of throwaway, toss away ring. 6 shadow resistance, increase critical effects by holding spells by 1%. So really not worth it giving up anything for those stats.
Glory to the Quel'Dorei!
Go ahead and pop over there. There we go. Yeah, if anybody has any specific questions for me, this is the perfect time to ask. We are playing Hardcore World of Warcraft. We are playing hardcore mode. We also have a few other game modes that we're playing with. So if you guys are watching this on the horizontal stream, we'll go ahead and cover some of the stuff that's a little bit unique to Hardcore World of Warcraft. So at level 1, you are able to pick up the different game modes. So when you're making your character on the character creation screen, you can select different game modes that you want to play. One of the game modes that obviously we're playing is called Hardcore. The Hardcore here, you start at level 1 on your on your character selection screen. Upon death, your spirit is lost to the twisty nether, unable to return to the material plane once again. So essentially, it is Hardcore. 1 to 59 is your Hardcore experience. At level 55, you do get a quest in the mail that if you complete the quest, you can stay Hardcore once you hit level 60. If you don't complete the quest, what happens is you hit level 60 and your character becomes immortal. Just as a normal softcore player, you can go ahead and die, come back to life, and you're just immortal as you would be. So you just have the challenge of reaching level 60, and that's for the most part what a lot of players do. But if you are looking for a little bit higher challenge, you can choose to stay Hardcore at level 60. Some of the other challenges that you can take on the game mode here that I have is Slow and Steady. Slow and Steady, you get 50% less experience points when you're defeating enemies. If you die, you lose 5% of your total experience, but because you mix this with Hardcore and you're never really dying, you get the benefit of the rewards. So some of the rewards for Slow and Steady that I have gotten are, you get the Adventurer Bag at
Hello, level
50.
60 coming soon.
Heck yes, level 60 is coming soon. I'm hoping I can get it. I'm about halfway through the level 60 right now. So if I can get a group going for BRD Arena or Stratham, that would be awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome if we could go ahead and get a group going. So yeah, back to some of the Slow and Steady rewards. While you're leveling, you're going to get access to a carved ogre idol. This allows you to turn into a red hulking ogre for 10 minutes. You get the everlasting fireworks. You can basically spam fireworks at any time that you want when you're not mounted. You can also have the illusion. You can turn into a little Murloc illusion, which is what we've had a few times. I really wish the carved ogre idol would be an illusion as well, but for whatever reason, this has a 60-minute cooldown on a 10-minute per use basis. And then we have the Murloc. Tiny Murloc is just on use, and you can keep it on as long as you would like. It's kind of persistent. And then some of the other rewards, you get a 16 slot bag on your adventure. I don't think I can actually show that on the screen there. There we go. You get a 16 slot bag at level 50. There is a 8 slot bag at level 10. I think there's a 12 slot bag as well when you're leveling up, or 14 slot bag, I forget which. But there's a lot of little rewards that you get, either bags, and at level 60, one of the coolest things. One of the coolest things is at level 60, you get 200 tokens. And tokens are used in this game. So it's essentially about $20 worth of free credit. If you are able to complete the Slow and Steady challenge, you get essentially $20 of credit. My daughter. You get about $20 worth of credit in game, which you can then use to do different character skins. So there's different skins that you can use for your character to have. So if you wanted to spend tokens to look like a Scarlet Crusader, a Necromancer, there's so many in here. There's 5 pages worth. So you have, let's see, I am a dwarf. So if I look over here at the dwarfs, I may have passed it here. Yeah, here's the dwarfs, right? We got the Wildhammer clan, the Iron clan, and the Earthen Dwarfs. I like the Mark of the Dark Iron clan because look at those eyes. You got some red eyes over there. I thought they had a few other ones for the dwarfs. The Mark of Death. This token will alter your character's skin and haircut features. That's pretty cool. Go ahead and we've arrived in Ashera. Go ahead and fix our screen. Then get going on our adventure. Okay, so we're going to be doing a BRD arena. I'm going to get this quest turned in and then making my way to so we're going to be heading to BRD Arena in order to hopefully get a few pieces from here. Now I really need to go through and make my list. Let me go chat list. I gotta go through and clear off a lot of items. For a lot of the items that are in my Shaco chat are not for my my priest. I have to go through and redo my list of items. This is something that I wanted to do yesterday, but I actually had quite a few little things to do yesterday. And I didn't get to my full list of activities. I really wanted to mow the lawn. But I'm gonna do that today after stream. Let's see here. While we're kind of making our way this way, if you guys are watching this on YouTube at any time, I do have some goodies down below. I have a couple links. If you guys are interested in checking out, you guys can get, I believe, $5 by sign up for either Venmo and PayPal. Let me go pop over actually, because I often forget what are some of the thingamajigs. Okay, you guys can get, yes, $5 by sign up for Cash App or $5 by sign up for Venmo, both of which are pretty useful utility things to have on you, you know, in your phone. Venmo send money back and forth. Yeah, with Cash App. There's also up to $325 by sign up for SoFi Money. SoFi Money is actually a really good checking and savings account. I use it myself. It's much higher than, say, Wells Fargo, Chase, or any of that offers a 0.01% APY, right? You should be using a high yield savings account, and SoFi Money has that. I believe right now it has a 3.8% APY. So you have $1,000 in the account, just kind of, right? You kind of have some cash balance. It would give you $4.80 by the end of the year in interest. If you have $10,000, you get $480 in interest. And where the heck am I going with this quest? I have to turn this into Bellwood. Wow. I just ran here for absolutely nothing. And that is one of the failures of not checking where you gotta go. I didn't check where I was going to go. And that is my fault. Let's see here. Got 10 bubbles of time. And let's see here.
Oh, 59, almost there. Nice. I'm still on vacation, so I haven't played my HC yet. Still at 54.
Oh wow, still at 54. Hey, that's good though. Yeah, I haven't seen you on in a few days, right? You're still on vacation? Let's see. Last I saw, yeah, you were at level 54. That was on War Criminal. That was 9 days ago. Nice. Well, enjoy your vacation. I hope it's somewhere fun. Oftentimes people have vacations. If you got kids, they're called family trips because you're kind of escorting people, right? But hopefully you're able to enjoy your vacation. Works out nicely. Look at this guy. He's got the boar. Awesome possum. You go anywhere fun? You want to share? I know some people don't want to share where they're going on vacation, but figured I'd ask. And the last link down below. So if you're interested in the SoFi money, there is a SoFi investing. If you guys are interested in getting started in the stock market, there is a link for SoFi investing. You deposit $25, you get $25. I am starting a $1,000 investment challenge for anybody that's out there that would like
While
to
you're
save.
there, how much XP does a 48 give you?
Well, while you're there, how much experience does a 48 give you? Does a 48? What do you mean by 48? Oh, if I were to take out a level 48 mob? I don't think I get experience from anything below. I'd have to go look. Let me go ahead and see if there's something. I think I must have ran past all the stuff that was level 48. There's a level 50 right here. I could take that out real quick and just take a look. But I'm not planning on grinding here. We're gonna be heading to BRD. And I got 148 experience for taking out this guy. But I do have rested experience. I usually have always rested experience. If you're playing on Hardcore World of Warcraft and you are not taking advantage of the rested experience, then you got an issue. Because rested experience is so easy to get any level above level 30. We have a whole video on how to get survival. We're heading to Ratchet so I can take the boat across. Yep, okay. I have a whole video on getting to Stranglethorn Vale, where to get the quest, where to get the items, turning in the quest, and getting over 50 in survival, and then how quick and easy it is to start making tents for yourself. So if you haven't checked out that, I think it's around episode 20 or so, like something like that. I think I have it well listed. If you are looking on how to get tents, this is like the first thing you should do around level 30 is head in the Stranglethorn and get survival and start making yourself some traveler's tents. You can only make one per hour and have one only on you, but you should be collecting some linen early on in your adventures and then be making these traveler's tents.
Sure, I'll share about vacation. I'm from the EU. I have 40 vacation days a year. I'm on vacation in my own country with a caravan.
Oh, nice. Traveling a bit then. Cool. 40 vacation days a year. That's quite a bit. Yeah, that's often. It's usually a bit more than what normal people have here in the States. I think in the States per year, you're usually given like 4 weeks of vacation time. So be able to have 40 days. So it's a little over a month. Okay, yeah, a month and a week. Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, I hope you do have a good time on vacation. Once you're back, good luck on your adventure. I'll still be hardcore as well. I'll be hardcore here at level 60. I'm hoping we'll hit that today. BRD Arena should get me a few bars. And then I'm hoping that we could also get a few other dungeons in. I don't have much playtime today, honestly. I have to go meet some friends for lunch. Well, I don't have to, but that's my plans. I'm going to be meeting up for lunch. So I only got about an hour and a half playtime. So I was really hoping to hit level 60, but we'll see. We're gonna go get some Thai food. Let's. Oh, waiting on the boat. Ugly goblin.
Number 40 days means 8 weeks. We don't work weekends in general.
Oh, okay, interesting. 40 days mean weeks. Don't work weekends. I don't know. Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. That's a good amount of PTO then. That is a good amount.
Glory to the Quel'Dorei!
Ooh, he's got my sword. Why is the hunter using this? That's funny. That is funny. Okay, so
Taz Dingle!
okay, so what are we using right now? I think we're gonna be healing. Healing, right? I'm healing, right? I wanna make sure. I'm gonna set in this bucket right here. Let's see, make sure I don't miss anybody. Somebody, hi bye. Welcome into the stream. Someone said Turtle WoW. And yes, we are playing on Turtle World of Warcraft. It is a Classic Plus server. It's essentially Classic WoW, but more. It has talent trees all redone across all classes. It has new zones, new raids, new dungeons, new places to just overall level up and explore. And there's over 1,000 new quests added into the game. And Dennis, welcome into the stream. Dennis, how are you doing? Yeah, we're really close to 60, about halfway through there now. We're going to be heading to BRD. We got 3 people inside BRD right now, kind of waiting. And the other guys they logged off because they have Ani buffs. Funny. We're just going to make our way up there through this rain. I'm really looking forward to end of 2025 because Turtle WoW is going to be releasing Unreal Engine Turtle WoW.
Here there.
And we're heading up to Burning Steeps. Let's see. While we're flying, we'll go ahead and cover some gear and pallets. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and bring this over if you guys are watching this on the short. Okay, so as far as talents go, we are leveling as Discipline. Discipline is the best solo leveling build for survival and damage on Turtle WoW. There is Shadow, but Shadow really doesn't get pop until level 40 where you get Shadow form. So when you're leveling as Discipline, you're going to put points into Wand Specialization. You're going to have 5 points into Spirit Tap. That's going to make sure you have full mana at the end of combat, and that wand is essentially you're getting mana back as well, but you get an increased damage with your wands and hits. Then
Thanks
you're
for
gonna go
the info about
tree.
the XP for the kill. It confirms I need a better grinding spot for my last 3 levels than the one I use now. Still debating some possible locations.
Grind spots. I always like to grind in like Ungoro Crater has a couple really good grind spots, or Winter Spring has a couple good grind spots. Fellwood probably too. So after you put 2 points into Wand, 5 points into Spirit Tap, you go into Holy, 2 points into Holy Focus for that interruption, 3 points into Divinity, 5 points into Divine Fury. That half a second off your Smite, Holy Fire, and heals is going to be huge. Then you're going to go back into Discipline. You're going to be putting points into Mental Agility, 3 points into Mental Agility, 2 points into Improved Power Word Shield, 2 more points into Mental Agility, 1 point into Piercing Light. That's going to unlock your next tier, 1 point into Inner Focus, 2 points into Improved Inner Fire. Then you're going to back up over here, and I forget if you're going to max out this one or this one. Either way, you're going to max out one of them. You're going to come back up to Purifying Flames, put 2 points into Purifying Flames. At this point, Smite becomes beginning to get a little bit stronger, right? Your Holy Fire increases your holy damage by 12% for 10 seconds. You're always going to want to open up with Holy Fire. Then you're going to start putting points into Searing Light. This is going to make your Holy and Discipline spell casting strikes have a 100% chance to cause your next Smite to be instant cast and cost 20% less mana. So it's going to be a nice little boost there on your damage output and just damage potential in general. Then you're going to put 1 point into Enlighten. You put this on yourself. It gives you a 15% boost to your damage on average about 10% of the time every time you're casting some spell. Then you got Mental Strength. You put increasing your intellect by 10%, your spell casting by 3%. You're going to put 1 point into Improved Power Word Shield, which unlocks the next tier of Force of Will. This increases your spell damage and critical strike chance of all spells by 5%, and the amount of damage your Power Word Shield can absorb. So a little bit of a boost right there. And then you're going to go into Chastise. This is a really nice, kind of like a scatter shot, but for Priest. So it disorients the target for 2 seconds. It does some damage as well. I think I've had this thing crit. And cannot be used on allies with less than 80% health. Okay, gotcha. Now, I have had this thing crit for, I think, 600 to 800 damage. So while it says like 139 to 160, that's not true. It's definitely done more than that on average. Plus, it's a really nice scatter shot or finisher. What the heck? I try to run. There we go. And after I put points into Chastise, I went back up. I put points into Power Word Shield to kind of maximize this. I'm a very defensive priest, so it's very tough to take out my shields. Each one of my Power Word Shields absorbs over 1,000 damage, and then when it pops, I get a boost here. When your Power Word Shield is broken, 25% of its base mana is refunded, and it increases my damage and healing done by 10%. So it's a nice little boost. Discipline is very much a soloing, leveling, defensive, offensive build. So it does really well. And then as far as gear, I have the cap from Gildia City, the neck piece from Interlens Elite Quest, shoulders, I picked this up in BRD Arena. These are just some Healy shoulders I have. So these are really easy to get by doing BRD Arena. I do have just a random 26 to healing back piece. a 14 damage and healing. This is from the new island that we did a few days ago called Talabeam Island. It's a custom island east of Canaris. It has a bunch of custom quests, custom adventures. So if you guys are interested in that, I have a whole stream covering the whole island from A to Z, where to go, what to do. I have the Tearfall Bracers of the Eagle, nothing special. I got these from Stratham Undead. I got the Staff from ZF, a wand, the BOE from doing a Marrow dungeon, just a random drop there. I got the Gloves of the Prophet. I got this off stream. I was doing Sunken Temple and picked these up as well. I got the Sash. I think I got this from Stratham Undead as well. Just 11 plus damage and healing and multi-stats right there. All of the stats you would want as a priest. You got some healing pants. I guess I gotta put a kit on that. Gotta put a kit on the pants. Yeah, I think that's just it. Okay, so I'm gonna put a kit on the pants, but 24 healing is really nice, plus that stamina right there. No intellect, but still a good amount of healing. 24 healing and 6 MP5. Boots, I wish I had some better boots. I really haven't had much help in the boots department. I got level 45 boots still at level 59. Rings, I get a nice ring from BRD Arena as well. This is the Cyclopean band. I don't know how to pronounce that. Cyclopean band. There we go. The Jaina's signet ring is from Missing Diplomat, and I got some trinkets just when I am on my mount. It just gives me a boost to 60%. And I do have a few others. So if I'm healing, I will have my nifty stopwatch mixed with my boon of the Arameus because it increases my casting speed by 2%. So there it goes. When I got dismounted, it automatically shifted my gear from my mounted stuff to my non-mounted stuff. I'm about to jump. Guys are there. They really want to get this going. I've jumped from here before on my paladin. I didn't know it was such a weird angle right there. Oh wait, let me fix this camera. And we'll jump right there in the corner, slide on down, and land perfect. That was the perfect jump. And there's really not much threat here. We have a really good group, 60 warriors, 58 druid, another 60 warrior, a 60 paladin, and then myself. I can... There's a lot of people outside. Look at all these people. I will never get the relic. Oh. On my way. Day of the day. Oh no. Disco Bot died. Why are you on Guild Gym Island? I guess at 55. Oh. What did he die to the Shadow Panther as? We never did Guild Gym Island. I buff everyone, yeah. Bum 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 bum. Up to healing stuff. If we even need to heal here. Day in the life as a healer. I wake up at 6 in the morning. Oh my god. I wake up early, 6 in the morning, put on my healing cap, get my stave, and head out the door. Wondering, what have I done? This healing.
Yes!
Bum 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 bum. Actives. On your mark. Get ready. And fire. Fire at will. Who's tanking? Rocks. One more smite. Ooh, the Savage Glider helmet. Ooh, look at that thing. That looks good as a transmog right there. My damage on that last fight. Oh, I did. Not to see how much experience I get. Probably not a lot, honestly, because we don't take out many mobs. I'm at 10, 105, 151. Whoopsie. Oh, no, I didn't mean to zone back in. Oh, it was reset. Bum bum. Bum. That dog. Did I got my center. Got my screen recentered. Good. I don't know if I'll be respecing to Holy at level 60 or what I want to do with my guy. Oh, there's a little bit of server left. A little bit of lag. That's slow. Did that relic right? Meow. Yeah, I pulled that. Ha. And nada. Nada. Ooh, let's transform into an ogre. Ogre moding. We're missing one, right? Oh, I didn't know I could shoot it at people. Well, that's fun. So now I can shoot fireworks at people. Zap, 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 zap. This is so... I'm like Harry Potter over here. Call me Harry Ogre? No, Harry Ogre. Call me...
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough playing. Run in, lip, taunt, guard eyes. Rid of this stuff.
Yes.
So I started in here at... Oh, weird. I can't see my prior chat. Oh. And Spider Fang Carapace. Hey, that's not a bad piece for Paladins right there. Not a bad piece for Paladin. Oh, value. Yeah, okay, Paladin wanted it. Yeah, it's actually a really pretty good piece. I think this might be custom, but I'm not 100% sure. From what I remember in my memory, only piece that had damage and healing for Paladins as a chest piece was from a lower Black Rock Spire.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, like this weird chest piece. Fire the missile. Okay. I just didn't know I could shoot the firework at people, and I knew. More runs remain. Is that right? Huh.
Wait, you level as slow and steady?
Yes, I did level slow and steady. Yep, I leveled as slow and steady. I think this is it's my third character playing slow and steady. It's well worth it. The challenge of slow and steady is not that bad. Like the differences there. It's not as bad as it seems. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna get stun here. Ooh, Mantle of Lost Hope. Got it.
Oh, but then your 148 XP for your level 50 kill will be 4 times as much on Tel Aviv. 4 times.
Oh yeah, because I'm slow and steady. Yep. Oh, I'm using rested experience. That 148 would just be double. It'd be 296. Yeah, 148 plus 148 is 296, right? So you got about 300 experience a kill. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Back up to what you're gonna do now. Keep rolling.
Tel Aviv is a double XP server, so you can double it again.
Weapon speed is slow and poisonous. Telebeam is a double I thought they took away the double experience. I didn't know they kept it around. Was it 3 times experience then at a point or no? When the server first came out, was it much more? Or was it like a 4 times experience at one point? I forget. I don't know if I can cleanse poison, can I? I know I can, or is it dizzy? Oh, I can do the Z. Mooncloth legging. Dark iron.
When the server came out we were with 7,500 players, but then SOD was announced and the server eventually dropped to 300 players. It was then that they increased the XP to double rate.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I do remember. Server came out prior to SOD. I don't think it would have even kept even if SOD had it came out. I think it wouldn't have kept the population either way, because the turtle wow population didn't die off because of SOD. There was still a number of people that stayed.
But the server really came back alive after adding in the challenges. It's now at 1,700 peak.
Oh, okay, nice. Dang, another mantle. I got the shoulders again. Bam, double shoulder power. Level 18 dies to Polly. Read the quest. Read the quest. If you're a rogue and you're doing your rogue quest for Polly, you gotta feed it crackers. Level 42 dies in camp. Oh man. Auto run for sure. The warlock ran into got into the build. How did that happen? Dang, 2 drops and still nothing good. Not a single thing good out of here. 60 allies love running through Moloch and Agronal. Oh. Yeah, but you don't have to run through the camp. That's just crazy.
Fantastic.
Oh, last one. But the server really came back. Okay, no, I got that comment. Making sure I didn't miss it. Making sure I didn't miss it in the comments section. Yeah, Tel Aviv is a lot of fun from what I've seen. If people really enjoyed the PvP aspect of it, it's definitely a good server for that. Although if you're trying to level hardcore on PvP server, that's crazy. And now I can mine thorium, small thorium, but thorium nonetheless. And go dark Murloc mode. New Atlas available. Oh, it hit me. Done. Ah, dang it. Look.
Are you gonna do Infernal? I'm not.
Yes, I do plan to do Inferno. I don't know if you... would you want to do Inferno on... Oh, you're Warrior. Okay, yeah, you're not on the PvP server. Yeah, this guy's already Inferno. I already did the quest to become Inferno. But all I need to do now is hit level 60 and I'll start Inferno mode. This will be my 4th Inferno character. I hardcore level 60. I just don't play my normies as much. They're just not as challenge. I don't really disconnect often from the server, so I've never had a bunch of issues in terms of like staying alive because of server DCs, internet crashes. So that's been really good, like knock on wood. But resist.
No, I am the druid on the PvP server. I'm the crazy guy P.
Oh. Oh, okay. I thought you were the warrior.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Desari? Welcome into the stream. Welcome back. How are you doing? Yeah, I couldn't imagine being
I died
Infernal
today with my priest LVL40.
Oh no. I didn't. Well, that must have been really early on because I didn't see a level 40.
Time to go, Aghanim.
Yeah, I wasn't online and see a 40 priest. I did see a level 55 priest die recently. Disco bot died at 55 on Gilligam Island. So that's unfortunate. I don't know what he was doing down there, because there's not many quests. Ah, dang it. Poor guy. Level 55 priest and then dying on the Gilligam Isle. That's rough. Yeah, you can't I guess Inferno mode is something that is doable on the PvP server, but it's not worth it. Like, not being able to PvP on a PvP server suck. I enjoy PvPing, I just don't do it often. My palette is not very well geared, my softcore paladin, so I just don't play him very often. Nope, that's it. Too many dungeons. I'm locked. So that is it.
Not me, I died inside SMR. I ran into mobs while going out of the instance.
At level 40? Oh man, that sucks. I ran into mobs while going out of the instance. Oh man, that is not the way to go.
If I would do the Inferno challenge, I'm pretty sure I would literally be the only one on the server.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't
Forgot
be fun.
we didn't clean the side of the dungeon and ran into it blindly.
Oh man. Yeah, that's why I don't like skipping mod pack, especially on hardcore. I don't like skipping stuff a whole lot on hardcore. When you start skipping stuff, you start, you know, when you're trying to like weave in between packs and skip specific pulls instead of like just clearing it, it's experience. You're there in a dungeon, you're playing the game already, why not clear it? It's experience. Some people, they always try and like just, oh, let's see if we can sneak by this pack and this pack, and then boom, you did something out of the normal and now you got stuck. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Let's get, thorns for 3 damage. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and be heading to Astronar, and then we're gonna be heading up into Felwood. Got the relic 2 times now. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a. I gotta get rid. Move. Off, man. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so things that I need from PRD priest, best in slot. Oh, classic. Classic era, best in slot. Take a look here. And I want stuff that's, yeah, 8 out of 8 tier 2 is best in slot. Yeah, I can't get. Oh, tier 3. I'm not gonna get that. I'm looking for the recommended free dungeon stuff. That's priest stats. Here's the devout set. It's not good for healing. Then you got the tier 0. So this is the shadow set. That's what the shadow set looks like. So you got the virtuous crown. Okay. We got the virtuous crown, damage and healing by 18, which same. It's on par with what I'm wearing already. I do get a little bit MP5 and 1% crit. A few additional stats on there, but for a level 60 item, it's pretty rough. Shoulders. That is true. We're not healing right now, so let's go ahead and swap to our damage gear. Main set. Okay, swap to our main set real quick. Oh. Okay, the only reason I'm heading down this way into Fellwood.
GTG was fun, stay alive.
Gotta go, take it easy. Hey, no problem. I do appreciate you popping in and saying hello. I hope you have a good one. Hope you have a good one. And I hope you have a really good vacation. Enjoy your vacation. Enjoy your vacation. Let's see here. I was 24, so no death matches on system announcement. Mini Laka died in Feralis. Yeah, he died into the Camp Moke. He ran into the Horde base. He's a guildie. We run into a ton of guildies. I mean, there's 46 of us online right now. Our guild being one of the only Inferno. We are an Inferno only guild, so everybody in our guild is planning on either being Inferno or is Inferno. So we have the largest Inferno guild on the server. We're the furthest progressed. So we have cleared out, obviously, Onyxia, Molten Core, ZG20, AQ20,
Awesome!
Blackwing Lair. We've done 1 out of 2 for the Emerald Sanctum. I thought we're about halfway through with AQ40, but we did have 7 deaths. I wasn't in that raid, but there was a little bit of a bug that took place that killed 7 of our players. Took out our main tank with the Thunder Fury, so there was a little bit of a step back there. But all in all, it is going. Yeah, it's gonna happen sometimes on hardcore. And then one of our other warriors, he died in Nax. So we are, I think we're either 1 or 2 bosses and a Nax. I'll have to stream some of that one of these times. Nax was always nice. I haven't done Nax in a long time. Since the Wrath of the Lich King, I think was the last time that I really touched Nax.
Outstanding!
Outstanding. How? What my dungeon timers like? Ooh, what's that? Corrupted Fellstone. I think that's for a quest. Okay, I'm heading down south. The only reason I popped in down here is because I'm going to be turning in the priest quest called The Blood of Morphaz. Once I do that, I'm going to have to run up north to turn in the Foreign Hearts, which is a quest that we completed in Telebeam Island 2 episodes ago. I'm also going to be looking for a Stratham Undead dungeon. I would love to do a Stratham or a Scholomance. That would be amazing.
How may I aid you?
We're gonna go ahead and turn in the Blood of Morphaz. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this right here, because I know that there's better trinkets out there for healing.
Wind be at your back.
And I'm gonna also turn in Cleansed Waters of Felwood. Douse the Flames, the 4 Braziers, Protection, Felwood. Where's this? Oh. Emerald Sanctuary. Okay. The Shadow Hold. Look. Oh yeah, we're not doing that quest. That's down deep below the ground. I ain't heading down there. I'm gonna go ahead and drop off that. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and equip my brand new wand. Boom. Look at that wand right there. I have to decide. I think I will buy the dual spec. It's 350 gold.
Wicked.
But I probably will end up buying that once I hit level 60, just to know that, hey, I made it to level 60. I'll probably end up buying myself the dual spec and go in Shadow and Holy. So offensively, I think I'll be rolling Shadow, and then in dungeons I could swap the Holy. Let's take a look here. Okay, While we're moseying up, we already covered talent. We already covered gear. If there's any other specific questions, definitely let me know there in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look through here. Just thing I can render that. Not going to be. I'm gonna keep the wand. That's part of my healing set right here. 11 healing on a wand is nice. I already have the shoulders for my healing set, so they're already in the bank. Kind of tells me right there. Got it in the bank. This stuff here, I can vendor. I did get the head of Jamal, which is a quest from Sunken Temple. I gotta turn that in. Savage Fraud, what is that for? I think I don't need that. I mean, do a /db. Savage Fraud, what is this for? It's for a quest. It just is that's it. It just tells me it's for a quest. Who died level 20s? I think I can have to kind of go all the way around here. In the works, I do have a few videos planned to release. I have a video on, I already turned that quest in. I did. That was the quest that I did in, oh wait, no. I gotta turn this in Ironforge. I'm hoping if I hit level 60, I can turn it in Ironforge. I'm not gonna hit level 60 today, unfortunately. Not during this stream, because I have to take off soon in about 30 or so minutes. They're gonna be doing a strat 10 man in 30 minutes, and I gotta jet off in 30 minutes. I'm gonna text my buddy. Sorry, can't make it. Really busy with work. Busy, man, busy.
Fantastic.
Sorry guys, can't make it. Okay, so I am going to be putting together a list of gear that I am going to be after. New wood belt. There's obviously still good upgrades in the set. So eventually when I do get a full list of items, I'm going to be posting it in the Discord server. I'll sort it by dungeon slot. So for example, on the hardcore side, just any side, right? You're always going to have items that drop. But I want to go through the dungeon, see what are the best in slot gear for the specific class. Now, Priest is pretty easy to get because you're not a paladin who's trying to ninja everyone's cloth, leather, plate, and random stuff, right? That's not you. You're not that paladin that's doing that. You're a priest who can only get cloth gear. So you're not going to be obviously rolling on damage and healing stuff unless there's somebody not there that needs it. But you are going to be basically getting all the stuff that is clothy and healing. That's nice. Okay, if you ran up here, we're going to be turning it in Foreign Hearts. Some other tank friends. What's his name? Oh, he's not on my list. There's a paladin. Oh, he already hit level 60. Okay, up here, as we said, we're going to turn it in Foreign Hearts.
Good luck.
There's no follow-up quest right there, but it's 6,000 experience, so that is nice. Okay, so let's see. Now 2,000. I don't have the silver heart one. Okay. Okay, and the next stream I will be hopefully hitting 60. I'll probably be back streaming tonight, so I'll schedule out my stream for today. And I will be picking up again streaming later tonight. I do want to hit level 60 today, so more than likely tonight around 10 p.m. Pacific time, I'll be scheduling another stream and be playing up until level 60. It's just that I don't have a lot of time at the moment because I already had some pre-plans set. I do want a raptor. I would love a raptor. So some things that we're going to be doing is we're going to be heading into Winter Spring. I'm going to be picking up a few quests and then kind of letting myself kind of grind a little bit, starting on that Winter Spring activity, Winterfall activity, and then we'll get as much experience as we can. If anybody else has any comments or questions out there for me, definitely let me know there in the chat right now. That would be awesome. Before I have to go, adios. Why am I able to attack these guys? Normally, shouldn't be able to attack them unless you set yourself as aggressive. So go to your... Yeah, there we go. Get at war off. I don't know why they got turned on, but that should not be turned on. Having yourself at war with Cenarian hold or Tamarama hold is a really good way of dying. Zoom, zoom, zoom. On the gingerbread. Okay, on the other side of this wall, now as you make it out into Winter Spring, you are going to go ahead and pick up the Winterfall activity. This is going to be our place of battle. We could go ahead and actually take out Yetis for quite a while and do that. But we're not going to do that. Brain sources threat of the... Don't remember what the threat of the Winterfall is. Threat of the Winterfall.
Welcome. Off with it. How are ya? Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay, so we picked up threat of the Winterfall. Step 2. Where's my food? Winter Spring. Talk to Manava. Get threat of the winter. Okay. Then we're gonna head east. I think I have another quest, so I think we can do all of this over here in this area. We don't have to stick out here because I don't think we can't finish this quest over here anyways. Never look. Yeah, why not? There's a few. By the time I got down there, there'd be like one mob left. Yeah, see, he would have taken them both, all three of them. And the whole camp is pretty much cleared. We're heading to Starfall Village. Starfall Village. We're almost to Everlook. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to head into Everlook. I'm going to go ahead and set my hearth here. And we're going to be picking up a few quests that we're going to be knocking out. We should at level 60 later today. As we're kind of doing some prep work. I wanted to get logged on today, do a little bit of arena, hopefully get my ring. That didn't work out. Oh. Didn't pick up that quest either. Range sources. Sources. At east. Strange sources. Strange sources was a quest I should have got back there. Let's have a look. We're going to be arriving here. Go ahead and talk to the innkeeper. Set this as your earth. So that hearth. Never look. Head in our hearth and Everlook. Okay, now while we're here, we should get the quest. Oh.
Hey there.
So we're gonna get the quest called Duke. Yep, Duke. That's gonna take us to Eastern Plaguelands in the future. We're gonna get Sister Pamela.
Careful.
Okay, so we're gonna get those two. If you guys gotta get water, this is the perfect time to get water. I forgot what this one is. 8 heavy core from the agitated elementals and tele beam. I should have got this one earlier. So heavy earthen core. Heavy earthen core. Move to Winter Spring Part 1. Telebeam. This is one that we should have picked up earlier. Before we go into Telebeam, because we were here prior to going to Telebeam, we just didn't pick it up. Okay, outside. We're gonna go ahead and get the quest called Are We There Yet? Part 1. Are we there yet, Yeti? Part 1.
Time is money, friend.
So we should get a item. No? Huh? No item? That should go away. That should go away because we already did our wild king. Touch wild king. Yeah, we did that one. Okay, so now we're gonna head south and do Are We There Yet, Yeti. Okay. Oh no, we're gonna go up north to the Starfall Village. West. Night. Yeah, we'll. Yeah, this is a pretty easy grind. A lot of players grind this specific location up until level 60 because there's a bunch of Yetis. These Yetis are pretty easy to kill. They do freeze you in place after a short time, but they do drop a number of items. Oh, it added the Tide Princess. And also, while you're here, they also have a chance to, when you skin them, give you rugged leather. So a lot of players will grind here for the rugged leather. They'll grind here for the experience. These mobs are level 56, so you get tons of experience. So there's 276 right there, and I'm slow and steady. So a normal player would get 558, roughly, right? That's just regular double experience, like regular experience. If you're playing on the PvP server, that'd be 1,000 experience to kill. So it's well worth it, just kind of grind out here. And I got all my gear on. I guess I could equip that trinket there. There we go. So there is our stuff that we're going to be wearing. And we're just going to chill here and get some Yeti fur. These guys drop a large amount of grays too that sell for nearly a gold. A really nice spot to chill. Who died? What? Froze me in place. That's what I was talking about there, that little freeze that they do. If you don't kill them fast enough, they do end up freezing you in place. I'm trying to feel if I'm missing a buff or something. I do see I'm missing my inner fire, but that's about it. The one that blew himself up with the sapper. Essence slot, sure. Well, that was easy. Quick and easy quest right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just hang out here for just a little bit. Just a little bit. I only have roughly 6 or so minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of hang out in this area and just kind of grind down on these mobs for a little bit. If you guys have any last minute questions for me, this is the perfect time to ask. We've covered all the gear that we're wearing. We covered our talent points and everything. I did have a little talk about, you know, the preference of leveling up, whether, you know, discipline or shadow. I do think that the best leveling spec is going to be discipline. End game, if you're looking to do damage, discipline is probably not as useful, just because you're not always going to be getting that last hit. And I think if I were to re-talent right now, I would drop Spirit app and pick up the meditation, as having 15% of my mana being passively would be nice. I don't know, if I was doing a lot of solo stuff, I think Spirit app would be fine. I don't know. I have to look at endgame builds to see. I haven't done much experimenting with endgame priest, but we'll be doing some of that shortly. I got a couple things I want to work on here. I want to work on building out my list of best in slot items, and I also want to get a spec that I want to actually begin long term at level 60. So we're going to be putting out some specs at level 60 to boom. Nice. Even as this, I don't see my life dropping a whole lot, and it recovers after battle anyway. So while Shadow Priests have that, you know, that buff that decreases their damage they take by 15%, I do get hit a little bit more during combat. Well, after combat, you'll see that my health restores pretty much all of my life. You'll see here I'm down roughly 400 life. And then after combat, just watch my life regenerate here. And we're back at full life. Resist.
Is this anniversary or HC or classic era?
This is classic era. Let's see here. Where did that comment come in from? There it is. Hey, welcome into the stream. No name. Welcome into the stream. No name. So, this is not anniversary, but it is classic plus in a way. So, it is classic era. So it's everything that classic was, but it's more. So I am playing on a server called Hardcore World of Warcraft, and what happens is that, hold on one second, let me finish this mob, and then I'll go through the whole spiel in a second. But it is classic, but it's classic plus. So the differences here on this server is that it took the original ideas of vanilla.
Is this a private server?
Yes, it is a private server. I think I have that in my, the title. It's Hardcore Turtle WoW. So Hardcore Turtle WoW, it's classic, and then they added additional stuff on top. So what they're going to have different on this server is that there's different game modes. So you still do have hardcore. So when you're making your character, you'll have different challenges. And hey, I do appreciate the follow, by the way. Appreciate that no name with the follow. So you, at the beginning of the game, when you're making your character, you'll have different game modes you can play. Some of the most popular ones are going to be hardcore. They're slow and steady. So if you have slow and steady or hardcore mode, hardcore basically you have one life. That's it. If you die, your soul is lost to the twisting nether. There's no coming back from it. And then there's slow and steady, which is you get 50% less experience from killing and defeating enemies, but you get rewards every 10 levels. So some of the rewards that I've gotten is the carved ogre idol, which allows me to transform into an ogre every 60 minutes for 10 minutes. I can also shoot fireworks at other players, or just in general. I can turn into a tiny little murloc if I want to in on will. Just turn into a murloc right there. Also you get bags. So one of the examples here is I got a 16 slot bag for hitting level 50, I think it was. I get an 8 slot bag for hitting level 10. So there's a bunch of rewards that come along with slow and steady. Also, there's 2 different classes that are added into the game. So Alliance have high elves that you can play as. It has a completely new custom zone. So they start off in a custom zone kind of northwest of Eastern Plaguelands, kind of similar to how it all started back in the past. So here's Eastern Plaguelands. If you look right above Eastern Plaguelands, there's this place called Alathalas, and this whole zone is a custom zone for the High Elves. So they start right down here. They kind of work their way up. They have their own main capital city here called Alathalas, which has, as it would, like an auction house, a guild bank, and all that stuff. And then they go and progress through the rest of the game. The Horde have the Blackstone Island, which they have goblins. So goblins will start off in their own starter zone, make their way as well in the dungeon, in the world. There's also different zones that have been added into the game. There's Hyjal here in the middle. Hyjal has the custom raid called the Emerald Sanctum, where they defeat 2 dragons. It also has a bunch of daily quests you're able to get, and some other items as well for fun. Some of the other zones are going to be... there's going to be an island down here called Telebim. This is a level 57 or higher island. It's really nice area for like those higher end leveling, because at the very end of your leveling, sometimes it was always hard to find where do I gotta go. Silithus, Eastern Plaguelands, right? So they added this nice place in here that kind of just fits into the story really well. Has a bunch of custom quests. They're going to be adding, or they have added new dungeons. They have the Crescent Grove dungeon located in Crescent Grove. In the next update, they're going to be adding the Timberwall dungeon.
Wait, are these all fully custom zones made by fans? How populated is the server?
Right now, there is 8,000 people online right now. So there's 4 servers. I'm playing on the EU server, the Nordinar server. So there's a PvE server, which is the one I play on hardcore. There's a PvP server. There's a Portuguese server, and there's 2 Chinese servers, I believe. So everyone kind of plays. If you speak English, for the most part, you're gonna play on the EU one, whether it's the PvE or the PvP one. But they do have a few others for if your preference is other. But The average player base on the server is about 8,000 to about 10,000 during peak times. So it is really well populated, and yeah, all the custom zones are made by the staff. Not so much by the players, but they have a whole bunch of people. I could put in a ticket right now and talk to a GM about a specific issue, and they're very responsive. They have their own development team. As far as other custom zones and dungeons, they have Gilneas. So Gilneas is in lore, so they have added the whole zone that's below Silverpine Forest. There is a custom dungeon called Gilneas City that you enter around level 46 to 52. So there is that dungeon as well. It's a whole zone full of quests. There is other dungeons down in Burning Steeps. There's the Hateforge Quarry. That's an end game kind of dungeon. Around 54 to 60, you're going to be doing a lot of dungeons, or, stuff within there. Stormwind has Stormwind Vaults as well. So there is a dungeon inside of Stormwind City called Stormwind Vaults. There's Karazhan. So in the Deadwind Pass, there is the Karazhan 10-man raid, which is a early entry raid, kind of on par with Molten Core. There's the Karazhan 40-man raid, which is a 3.5 tier, so it's a little bit higher than Nax. So once you've completed Nax, you can probably go and tinker into Karazhan 40-man. There is the Karazhan Crypts, which is located in the crypts down below the Karazhan. That's a 5-man dungeon. In Tanaris, there is the Cavern of Time, which has the Black Moralis dungeon as well. Let me see. I don't know how many dungeons I'm missing here. Let's go to my atlas. So let's see here. We have, if I'm missing, we have the Crescent Grove, which is in Ashenvale. Gilneas City, which is in Gilneas. Hateforge Quarry, which is in the Burning Steeps. Karazhan Crypts is in Deadwind Pass. Black Moralis is in Tanaris. Stormwind Vaults is in Stormwind. Custom dungeons are going to be your lower Karazhan halls. That's at 10-man. Emerald Sanctum is, I think we went in there as 20 people, 25 people, but it's up to 40 people as well. Got 2 dragons in there, and it's got the upper Karazhan halls, which is the 40-man. So it's tier 3.5. All the loot's been redone, so a lot of the tier 0.5 is going to be all epics. So every class, every class is going to have their tier 0, which is all blue, and then as you upgrade it, it's all going to be epic. So it kind of makes it a little bit better for those that enjoy the solo play. They can do the dungeons and group up and get, upgrade their armor on their own, or if they want to go into raiding. Every raid tier has a specific, so if I look at the presets right here, I can go, we have the tier 1. So tier 1 is going to have 2 different sets of gear. Your base set is going to be your healing set, and then your it's in healing and discipline, but you can turn the tokens in, or you can turn the items in and exchange it for different tokens. So here's the shadow set. So here is the full disc and holy set, and then here is the shadow set. So if you want to exchange it out for a shadow set, you can. If you're a paladin, paladins back in classic, they only had the healing set. So what they introduced here, if you're a paladin, you have your tier sets, you have your different tier, you have your different sets. You have your healing set right here, which is your normal healing gear. Then you have your retribution set. Retribution set is red. So there's the tier 1 retribution set right there. And then if you're a tank, you have your tank spec. You have your tank gear. So your tank gear is going to have your defense, more stamina, damage and healing, defense. So every set has you can exchange any piece of tier piece for a set that better suits your specific gear or your specific role. So if you're holy, you could exchange it for you can keep the base set. If you're prot, you can get the prot set. If you're ret, you can get the ret set, and that goes up to different tiers as well, up until tier 3.5. So every set has something for everybody. So it's pretty good in that regard as well. But we are going to be ending the stream right here, guys. that is going to be it for today. I'll be back later today. I did have a shorter stream right now because I'm going to be joining some friends for lunch, and I have to get going and get dressed and head out. So that is going to be it. But hey,
dang, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I would highly recommend checking out Turtle WoW. You just head over to turtle-wow.org, or just type in the Google like Turtle WoW. All you got to do is make an account.
Alright, Manuel, have a good one.
Download the client, and you can get started in less than like 10-15 minutes. It's really good. I think everybody that's tried it out is kind of blown away with what the game offers, because you know there's a lot more in terms of gameplay. It's still all the classic that you love, but it's just so much more, because all of the talents, all the classes have had their talents redone to make every spec pretty much viable. Whether you're playing Discipline, you're playing a Boomkin, you're playing a Protection Paladins now have Hand of Reckoning, so they have a taunt. You know, so every spec has been redone in a way that makes it viable. So yeah, that's it, guys. That is going to be our hardcore adventure. I'm going to be scheduling my stream for 10 o'clock Pacific time tonight, and then at that time we're going to be blasting to level 60. We will be hitting level 60 today. That's definitely on my goal. So that's it. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Let's do a quick shout out here in the chat. So Diablo Boy was the first one over on YouTube, appreciate that. And Neki joined also on the YouTube side. Tesori on the YouTube side. We had OC Beef on Twitch. We had No Name, and we recently had another one right there. We had Athena, but they're a bot. So unfortunately, Athena, you get a little shout out, but definitely a big shout out for the others as well. And that is going to be it for me. I'll be back later on today. So definitely subscribe, follow along if you guys are on Twitch. And my main platform is obviously YouTube. So if you guys are not yet on YouTube, definitely check out my YouTube channel, subscribe over there, hit notifications bell, and I'll be back later today. Hey, have a good one. Bye-bye. Boop, boop.
Have a good one, everyone. Will be back later 10 p.m. PST.